Hey there everybody, welcome back to Plat. Purplatypus is the name, and welcome back in Magic the Gathering Arena. I'm going to try to keep my intros a little bit shorter. I think I tend to ramble on a little bit too long, but basically, today we're playing Jund. And if you saw my videos from 2 weeks ago, the My Jank is Dank, then you're going to see a lot of similarities in there. It's got a similar early game engine based around Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven, but instead of going the Corpse Knight and you know, basically that route, the ETB route, we're going with Mayhem Devil, which Mayhem Devil gets when you sacrifice the cat to the Witch's Oven, and when you sacrifice the food to bring the cat back to the graveyard. It gets 2 triggers, gets to do 2 damage to anything. So basically this deck basically builds around 3 main cards: Cauldron Familiar, Mayhem Devil, and Kavold. You may not have seen this card. It is in the new set, but it doesn't come out of packs. It's part of the it's like Brawl decks or something in MTGA. I don't know actually how you get this paper. Maybe it does come out of packs in paper, but it does not in MTGA. So this is one you have to craft manually. Now this guy, whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, sacrifice another permanent. Inherently not that good, even in a sacrifice synergistic deck. It's usually not exactly what you want, but sometimes it could be a positive. But whenever you sacrifice a permanent, any permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on this and draw a card. If you could drop this on turn 5 and you already have a cat out, it just becomes a 6/6. Like, you play this, right? You sacrifice something, you could sacrifice a cat, sacrifice the food. Suddenly, you just drew 3 cards, and now you have a 7/7 flying on 5. And sometimes they have answers to it, but even if they have immediate answers for removal, you could sacrifice Cauldron Familiar at instant speed and bring it back at instant speed, so you can still get 2 cards off of this the majority of the time that it actually hits the battlefield. So there's not a lot of good ways to counter this, and it's obviously powerful. It fills up your hand, so definitely one of the cornerstone build around cards. Mayhem Devil though is actually really strong. You've probably seen this in some Rakdos builds with Cauldron Familiar, Rakdos Aristocrats. This is obviously more like of a Jund Aristocrats, which I actually kind of prefer Jund because we get a little bit of ramp. We get like there's a lot of little fun cards you could hear in green. You get to run Vraska, just a lot of cool things in green. But a little trick you could do with Mayhem Devil is you kind of have like a 0-mana lightning bolt, or lightning strike rather. If at the end of your opponent's turn, you know, they haven't messed with your cat, you could sacrifice your cat to the Witch's Oven, just have a food. And then when you have Mayhem Devil out, if you already have it out, it deals 1 damage. But then the following turn, you could bring the cat back, you untap Witch's Oven, so you get to sack that again, then you can bring the cat back again. So you get to do a total of 2 damage face and 3 damage to any target. So like that's pretty good. Most of the time you'll see people getting 2 damage, but you do have that reach if at the end of turn you save a food for the following turn when you can untap Witch's Oven, be able to get an additional damage to 3. Puts a lot of things in range. And obviously you can just go all face. You can just go hyper face. Normally that's not the right play, but there's definitely times where you just don't have your 5 drops, right? And you have a Cauldron Familiar, 2 Witch's Ovens, and a Mayhem Devil or something, or a Chandra, you know, and you're just like, this burn their face ASAP because their late game, you suspect their late game is going to be better than yours, especially because you haven't drawn yours, so you just want to get them down ASAP. Very flexible, powerful card. Overall, everything here feels pretty good. Chandra is a one of. I actually think I could probably bump it a bit more. Creating 2 1/1s that sacrifice automatically at the end of the turn is super crazy powerful with Mayhem Devil. Obviously, it's 2 1/1s that attack and then deal 2 additional damage with this, on top of the fact that the 2 1/1s can be sacrificed or Witch's Oven to stockpile extra food because they're going away anyway. So you get basically free food that you'll use to sacrifice, you know, gain life, generate mana, draw cards, bring back your cat. Food has a lot of uses in this deck. But besides that, everything's pretty self-explanatory. Murderous Rider OP, Paradise Druid really good. Once Upon a Time, I don't like a 4 of. I definitely cut it down just because there's so many times where I'm unhappy I draw the card. I'm like, instead of drawing this, I'd rather have my 2 mana and a card I'd rather prefer. But having one of them in the opening hand is obviously nuts at consistency. And then this is like kind of there's a few weak cards, I think, a few flex spots. I think Blacklands Paragon is one of those spots. It doesn't really synergize with anything besides the Murderous Rider, which it doesn't even synergize with that well. But it does, sometimes the 3 life this gives you has been relevant if you kind of draw this and you're playing like a Cavalcade. Sometimes it's nice to be able to flash this down, trade with one of their, I don't know, it's going to be a 1/1, right? But you still get to gain 3 life and prevent the damage, so it's like gaining 4 life off 2 mana, which is like Sometimes that slightly slowing the game down like that is enough where you could then draw your Cauldron Familiars and get your real life gain engine going. But it's definitely probably the weakest card. You could probably switch that out. But anyway, guys, I said I was going to make it quicker, and I just rambled on forever. Check the description for the deck list. I hope you look forward to part 2 and part 3. And I stream live on Twitch. Come check me out sometime. I play Magic all the time. I branch out and play RPGs, but Magic is definitely a staple. And anyway, hope to see you guys there. First, you get the dragon, then you get the cat. Curly Udon. Dude, that's a dope name. I see you stole our avatar as well. You're so cool because you're in beta as well, bro. Or lady, bro. I don't know. Well, bros are boys and girls, right? Everyone's a bro. As long as you want them to be, I suppose. Dude, we are copycats. I bet this is a mirror matchup. We're gonna get a cat. We're gonna cook the cat up. We're gonna make it into pie, and then we're going to give that pie to a dragon. What is that? Stink bug? Get out! Get away with my magic potion, yo. There we go. There we go. We got a cat, double dragon, and a playcrafter. How do I feel about this hand? Your opponent goes first. I don't like this hand for going first. I mean, playing cat on 1. And this means that this land comes into play for free because that's 1 life, and that's 1. This gives me 1 life. This gives me 1 life. And then Playcrafter is decent. It's not a great hand, but I think it's like I'm mulliganing down to 6, and we could definitely get a worse hand. We have 2 of our win conditions as well. We need a Witch's Cauldron basically, and oh fuck. Oh, well. If we win this game, this is going on YouTube. All right. Let's play ball. It's a race. Whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional mana. Add green. Paradise Druid's gonna eat our cookie, man. Holy crap. Shit. Next turn we can afford to, I mean, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana right now. But only 4 cards. Like, getting both of these, and this, and land, so he has 6 land now. And if he has a 6-drop, is an Oko. That ain't, Oko ain't shit. I bet if you turn this into a 3-3. Okay. We have 1, 2. I think we're gonna. Paradise Druid's gonna become a 3-3 probably. You already just created a food. No, you did not. That created a food. Okay.
Your new look is enchanting.
That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, if I play this, I can play both Plaguecrafter and Witch's Oven this turn, but I don't really want to play them both, do I? And then I definitely couldn't play that next turn either, which is also bad. Okay. This could, even though this is going to be turned into a 3-3 with no abilities, it still gets to draw several cards, which should be, you know, hopefully will generate some value. And he's got... He doesn't have, like, he has 1 card in hand, but, like, this is what he's got. He needs to draw, like a Hydrate Crassus is like, hey, that fucking sucks. Hydrate Crassus is, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's give me a 3-3. We're going to keep the food because we want to be able to sacrifice it when we have this guy out.
Oh, dear.
We're probably going to sacrifice the Paradise Druid as well. Because we're going to draw 2 cards. Does the Witch's Oven... It loses all abilities. That Witch's Oven is a 3-3 elk. If you didn't know. You're going to attack me for 3, I assume? Okay. You're not doing anything. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So that's only a 6/6 Hydroid Crassus, but that's 3 cards. Like that would be enough to make me unhappy. We're not playing Murderous Rider this turn. Because I want cards. I'm not getting rid of a 3/3. Let's get rid of this. The reason we're doing it this way is because we're gonna get rid of this because then I could draw 2 cards and I just need the cards right now. Like I could draw a land, would be super relevant for me. Oh, never mind. No, it's not. I'll attack. Trades with everything. Or it just hits him down to... I don't know if that's even worth it. Okay, get rid of his food. Seems I'm skeptic. I'm a skeptic. Probably assumes because this is going to be a 3/3 that'll be fine. But we get a Murderous Rider that next turn anyway. Maybe I should have just gone face, but I wanted him to block. These are cool sleeves, man. I feel like his shoulder does come out a little bit here, but it doesn't look like it does here. Okay. Creating food. Oh, that's right. He can create food with the goose. Man, I always forget how good the goose is. We are running 3 or 4 of them. I don't know if I have the full play set of 4. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. It looks like it comes off. I just don't think it... Like right there, it definitely is coming off. So I guess it kind of changes depending on your angle. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just high right now. I would have definitely Murderous Ridered if I didn't have a second one of these guys in my hand. Curly Udon. Come on, you've got 1 card and 1 Planeswalker. It's like, you can't have that many things to contemplate. I was going to do that anyway, no reason to wait to do it, but once upon a time... Maybe it does suck. Oh, it gets the counters still. Oh, shit. That's right, that's fantastic. Because it does, yeah, it's counters. Fuck yeah. Once Upon a Time could get us a, if we get an untapped land, we'll definitely play Once Upon a Time to try to get a Witch's Oven going. And Murderous Rider this. We're going to play this no matter what. Gilded Goose creates food. Every turn for... I guess it does create food, so it is decent for our cat, and it just... We'll go ahead and... Well... Let's attack face. He probably doesn't have any counter spells on 1 blue. It doesn't seem like that's what his deck really does. Okay. Boink him. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, is it on each creature you control? Oh, that's a little scary.
Wallow in your deceit.
No reason to attack with the cat, I'll admit, at that point. I didn't realize what this did. I actually forgot that had another effect. I mean, that attacking with the cat was already pointless, but it was extra pointless because I did something dumb that caused 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can't even play this goose that we draw next turn. No, sorry, we can't. We can't play Corvold and the goose, which is what I would like. But we'll play the goose and Once Upon a Time. I'll take it. So he's going to add counters to his guys every turn, which is unfortunate. But we have a turn. If we get a land, we'll play Plaguecrafter. If we get a... These are all terrible. Being able to bring the cat back is kind of nice, though, I suppose. You can't, right, that's 6, 7, 8. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8. So even if you add a counter, one of them would still die. Okay. Yeah, I understand. I understand what your plan is. You already didn't block, so there's that. I guess we just play Murderous Rider, but we wait. Playcrafter kills our goose, which is a food creator, so I don't really want to do that yet. I mean, or it could just kill itself, of course. But Murderous Rider's instant speed, it just hides a little bit more information. But yeah, his deck hasn't done anything. Oko is really good. Now it's hard to deal with, I suppose. You're gonna start trying to pressure me? Okay. We'll get rid of the flyer. That way our core bolt can come down without any issues. What do you got? Man, this person plays really slow. I'm sorry, this is like a 10-minute game. All right, my turn. You can bring the cat in right now. I think we do that. We could choose to attack with it as well. We wouldn't, but we could. We're going to use it as sacrifice fodder for Corvold here. He is now able to block this guy, so we don't really care that much. If we could just play this instead. Actually, do we have lethal? Not quite, right? That's 5, 6. So we'll just sacrifice the cat instead. Because this thing can at least create food, and then I can just bring the cat back. Actually, so it is lethal. Oh, no. Oh, wait, never mind. He has 3 life there. Yeah, resolve, that's fine. So it's not quite lethal, you're right. It would have been lethal because I could have brought Murderous Rider back to... You know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't remember. We are going to get rid of the cat. No. We'll get rid of this. That's fine. I don't know why you did the counter. Murderous Rider or just the food? I think I might have had lethal there. I don't know what I was missing. I wasn't thinking clearly. Plus, he had food anyway, so it wasn't even close. I think I'm playing sloppy this game, but man, this guy's like when someone plays really slow, and I feel super dominant in the game, then it's not uncommon for me just to feel that way. I mean, he got a lot of land. His cards just didn't do anything. Look at that. That's such a gross sound. I love it. I don't think you have the guts. Fight him. That's 1, 2. That's it. It's 2. That's definitely the wrong play. But that's fine with me. No sweat. Boink him. Boink him. No. Boink him. There we go. Almost a misplay. That would have only made 1,000 misplays in a row, but you know, we got there. Sorry, Curly Udon. No offense. I hope I don't get matched up with you super soon, as that took way longer than it should have, I think. It's an unbeatable deck, Dragon Cats. You cannot beat Dragon Cats. Garuk is on fire. Can't beat us. Oh my God. Becky, look at her butt. It's just the big and round. We gotta play this if we want to play Familiar ever. We don't need another land right now. We've got 3. We've got enough to play everything in our hand. So maybe we do need a land. You know what? We got it anyway, so we're all good. No! I almost fucked that up. That is the correct land. Thank you. This game is gonna look so much like my fucking Orzhov control deck, but there's not even white in this deck. This is Jund. He says, hoping that he remembered the thing correctly. We are gonna bring it back our turn. Sometimes we'll wait, because especially in our Orzhov deck, we have a lot of things we could draw that has extra ETB effects, like when a creature comes into play, you know, Corpse Knight, things like that. But do I want to play her next turn? Yeah, I do. Because I also want to play the Witch's Oven this turn. But in this deck, it's not as much, you don't care about that as much. You care about just the actual sacrificing of the thing. So sometimes you might want to hold it, but you don't always care to. Yeah, that's right, our mono black deck with Jund lands. X gonna give it to you. Vraska is pretty damn good. Okay. I still prefer this over Vraska, I guess, because it didn't play anything. Vraska's good to remove something, or to sacrifice a permanent. I forgot to do my... Have I ever played this game before? The answer is no. We just missed 2 damage, which is likely to be relevant.
It's better than having a plan. Basically, anything. Don't worry. I brought company.
I know we could sacrifice these, right, to get food out of them, but it doesn't let our cat avoid... We'll do one of them, but we want to leave one so our cat can dodge removal, or especially exile removal. That's the kind that we care about. Also, a fucking devil would be really good right now. I can't remember the name of it. Something devil. I don't know. The 3-mana 3/3 Rakdos card. Whenever anyone sacrifices a permanent, it deals 1 damage to any target. It's fucking nuts. That's not good. It's not that good. But, you know, it gets them a little bit into their deck, I suppose. I will do this. Do I just kill that with Vraska? No, I don't. Maybe Playcrafter kind of blows, though. I'd rather develop this card. Boink that.
I won't forgive this. Say hi to my fiery friends.
Okay. We already have 1 extra food laying around, so we don't really care about... I'd rather get the damage of doing double cat sacrifice. What's coming down? Gates Ablaze doesn't do anything to our deck. Hey man, in fairness, it's why I kept the Playcrafter, right? This is GG. He's gonna scoop after this. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. You can tell this is Jund. This is Jund. It's not Orzhov. It's very different. It's a good card. I'm just gonna throw this down right now. We got an extra food, so we can sacrifice our cat, no problem. Get 2 red elementals.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
I'll attack. I will sacrifice one of these boys.
Pain is our game.
That's what we wanted. Really wanted it last turn, though, but it's fine. We got it now. Yeah. I don't really care about sacrificing that. We have lethal next turn. He has to have a pretty, have to have a pretty nutso draw here. They might. They just might. Could also use Vraska here to sacrifice my cat if I need to sacrifice it in an additional time. You know what? Once upon a time. Let's do it. Extra food. I think we already have lethal, so we're not too worried about it. I mean, I literally don't think there's a way they could stop us right now. This is gold rank. I feel like these last few games have been going against really slow, weird decks. Like, I'm just used to cavalcade. Like, it doesn't do anything. We got lethal even with that. But, again, you're running, like, one of the best board clears in the game. You're not expecting, you're not playing around what we got. Flop it. Flop it. Flop it.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
Okay, one. Boink him. Stoink him. We didn't even get the dragon, man. Who needs the dragon, though, right? Who needs the dragon? Is he gonna make us go through all these triggers? I'll do it. I don't know how much extra I have. Submit one. We have an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, like extra 5 damage or something. Good game. Not the most challenging for us because they're so reliant on Gates Ablaze, and our cards, like the cat, just phases in and out, right? The Gates Ablaze essentially doesn't reduce the damage we're dealing every turn. Which is, you know, really good for us. Sorry, Gates. Bad matchup, but good game.